There's Paul Porter there. He's walking down the hill of Duquesa. Today we've done 19 of 20. We've got one more to do. So far this week we've done 56 up and downs. The last one will be our 57th. It's a carnival atmosphere building here. Paul, how are you feeling, son?
I feel like I've been on a joys of discovery, mate. I really did. A discovery of how fit we really are as men.
Paul, as well as being extremely homoerotic mood, has also shared what we think is a very impressive 7 to 9 pounds. I'm now going to turn towards the hill, if you can try and get an idea of the scale of the hill. This is going down, so what we're going to do, we're going to have a hill cam going up so you can see how steep it becomes. But there in the distance is, pause at the Med.
That is the Med.
It's the Mediterranean Sea. This is the Duquesa is just to our left. What part of Spain is this, Paul?
Costa del Sol, Andalusia.
Okay, so Paul threw in a little bit there, as the Spanish often do. There's always some dovecots, I don't know what's going on there. So anyway, back to the running. So we started off last week, we did 5 efforts up and walked down, then we changed that to 7. Then we put in some active recovery, so jogging down to, there's just a little ridge in the road coming up, so we jogged back down to there. Have a drink maybe every 2 or 3 efforts. So then we did 10, then we did 15 on Friday, and today, Sunday the 7th of August, is it? Yeah. Sunday the 7th of August 2011, we've got 20, as I say, we've done 19. I'm just going to turn the camera on myself so you can see. The sweat is just ridiculous. We estimate it's about 32 degrees. The temperature today is set to rise to around about 40, 41. So we're thinking now, it's coming up to 10 AM. We think it's around about 32 now, 30, between 30 and 33 I'd say. So here's the hill. We've just gone past the ridge, so by now on our way down we'd be walking, but we're walking down this last one. The tension's building. Paul, have you got any last words to say to the viewers on YouTube?
Let's just bring it on.
Let's bring it on. That's the kind of attitude Paul's displayed all week. Mentally very tough. He's from Dovecot. They do breed them there. But he has also, I have to say, he's had a hell of a blister on his foot. Now, seriously, a nasty blister, and he's battled through. He hasn't complained. Well, when I say he hasn't complained, when he's been asleep he hasn't complained. When he's been swimming and he's been underwater he hasn't complained, and when he's been eating, other than that he hasn't stopped whinging. However, he's battled through. He's shown remarkable mental strength and really has driven us. I'm not sure I would have done 20 of these on my own. Well, I don't think I would have done 5. So hopefully flight 11:35 on Tuesday morning we'll be able to stone lighter combined. We are the right pair of tarts. We're obsessed with our weight, as I'm sure you can imagine. And we're now into the distance. I'll just zoom in. Is the start point for the final hill climb of 2011. Here it is now. Paul's just going to get some much needed H2O down his neck. So I'm going to just put you on pause a moment while we have a quick. In fact, I'm going to stay live so you can see the athletes take some water on board. There's Paul. He looks truly magnificent there. What a specimen. I wonder Kerry can't keep hands off him.
If only that was true, eh?
Okay, so there's the hill in all its glory. You can see halfway up how it climbs. We estimate it's between 300 and 400 metres up, we reckon. We're really not sure, but we think about 350, so let's go. This is the very first and probably last hill cam ever. It's very wobbly. So as you can see, the pace isn't particularly quick.
It is the 20th though.
It is the 20th, as Paul just said. We have been here for now about 2 hours.
Yeah.
We have caught a lot of glances from locals, a lot of expats. We had a carload of OAPs before who were admiring Paul's sweaty form. They were very excited. They hadn't seen a body quite like that since the last episode of Crime Watch. He is in magnificent shape, there he is. My running partner and homoerotic friend, Paul. The hill now starts to kick in a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
This is the climb now. We don't know whether it's a 1 in 3, a 1 in 5, a hole in 1, whatever, but what we know is from this point here, it hurts. Now, I've personally broke the run up into a number of sections. This is one section up to where the purple brick starts. Then running the length of that building is another section. Excuse me. And then the final section is up to the lamppost. So you can now perhaps get a sense of the steepness. It is tough. There's Paul, he's gone quiet.
Yes.
He's lost in his thoughts.
Gasping for him.
Dreaming of that bonus from Barclays at Christmas that we're all looking forward to. So there's probably, the end is in sight now. The 20th hill climb of Duquesa 2011. Paul, some final thoughts?
I'm lucky I can say anything. I'm done it, mate. But it's been enjoyable. 57 in 5 visit to some dog, mate. It really is.
I'd like to echo that sentiment. It's been very enjoyable. I hope the hill cam has given some kind of perspective and context. So we've done it, but what we're going to do now is run down straight away to end on a high, and really it can give you an idea that when you run up, you run back down, and that's 1. So 20 of them I think is a pretty decent achievement. Certainly I'm hoping that when I put my 34-inch waist canvas loafing pants on when I get home, because I like to loaf, that they're going to fall off, and that'll give me incentive and motivation to go to Ted Baker with a credit card of my choice, and just say to one of the camp shopping assistants there, how much discount will you give me if I spend 200 quid today? And hopefully they'll say, oh, we'll give you an extra 100. Bloody hell, you look great. Where have you been? God, you look fantastic. Last time you came in, you're right, fat prick. So, as you can see now, we're coming down a hill. It's still steep, it's still an effort to jog. I have to say as well that my running partner from Dovecot here, Mr. Porter, Paul Keith Porter, is very good on the downhill, which running downhill in itself is a technique. Personally, I think I'm better on the uphill. In fact, some would say I was an uphill gardener, but
I'll agree with that. You felt more up.
Yeah. Just coming into view there, I think, is Big Steve, who used to play for South Africa rugby. Man not to be messed with in the scrum or in the street, but who's been spraying us with water. Again, a little bit homoerotic, kind of stuff that goes on in Elton John's mansion. But I'm going to turn the camera off shortly. I'd just like to say that this has been a Devaney Porter production. It's been very enjoyable. That's 20 not out. Over and out. Look at Paul celebrate there. Look at the little waist. He's like Twiggy. He looks like Twiggy. He looks stunning. He's breathtaking. If I wasn't obviously an alpha male, I'd be up him like a rat up a drain pipe. Over and out.